The unified galactic forces had never encountered a species quite like humans before. Their homeworld, classified as a Class 12 death world, had shaped them into something the rest of the galaxy found difficult to comprehend. Captain Vrel of the Talasian Imperial Fleet stood frozen alongside his elite warriors as they witnessed their first human maintenance operation on the Allied starship Horizon Asterisk. "They call this basic repairs," whispered Lieutenant Mock, his four eyes widening simultaneously. The human technician, Tom, dangled from a safety harness 60 meters above the engine core, whistling as he worked. The temperature in that section reached nearly 150 degrees Celsius, and radiation levels were well beyond what most species considered survivable. "He seems happy," observed Krill, the weapons specialist whose chitinous exoskeleton clicked nervously. The human vessel had answered their distress call after the Talasian cruiser suffered critical damage during an asteroid field navigation error. Without engine core repairs, their ship would have drifted for decades before anyone found them. The humans arrived in an outdated mining vessel they had repurposed into what they called a tow truck for spaceships. When the human repair crew boarded, Captain Vrel expected a team of specialized robots or at least beings in fully sealed environmental suits. Instead, 5 humans in lightweight gear strolled in, carrying primitive-looking metal tools. "Your antimatter containment field is leaking," the human leader, Jack, had explained. "We'll have that fixed in a couple hours. No big deal. No big deal." Those words echoed in Vrel's mind as he watched Tom, now swinging closer to the radioactive core, manually adjusting the field emitters with a simple wrench. "What about the radiation?" Vrel had asked earlier. Jack had shrugged. "We'll take some anti-rad pills before and after. Might feel sick for a day, but the pay is worth it." The Talasians and their allies had always repaired similar systems using fully automated drones. Even manufacturing the repaired drones required protective environments. Yet these humans were treating lethal conditions as merely inconvenient. "He's bleeding," gasped Mock, pointing at Tom's arm where a piece of metal had sliced his skin. "Just a scratch," Tom called down, noticing their concern. "Happens all the time." The human continued working, ignoring the red liquid dripping down his arm and evaporating in the intense heat. A loud bang suddenly echoed through the chamber as a power coupling blew out near Tom. The Talasian warriors instinctively retreated several steps, but Tom merely cursed and swung himself closer to inspect the damage. "Throw me the bypass module, Dave," he shouted to another human below. Dave, a stocky human with a face covering of facial hair, tossed a metal device upward. Tom caught it one-handed while maintaining his grip on the superheated conduit with his injured arm. "Their internal temperature must be rising to fatal levels," whispered the Talasian medical officer Jiv, "yet they show no signs of distress." Jack approached the observing aliens. "First time seeing humans work, huh?" he asked with a friendly expression. "Don't worry, we do this kind of stuff all the time back home." "On your death world?" asked Vrel. "Earth? Nah, it's pretty nice actually. This is nothing compared to volcanic vent mining or deep-sea rig repairs." The aliens exchanged bewildered glances. By the third hour, the Talasians had stopped flinching every time sparks flew or metal groaned. They had grown somewhat accustomed to the humans' casual approach to what they considered extremely hazardous conditions. "Almost done," Tom called down as he revealed the final containment unit. "Firing up primary sequence now." The engine core hummed to life, its blue glow intensifying. The humans gathered their tools, seemingly unconcerned by the burns, cuts, and bruises they had accumulated. "How can you endure such conditions?" Vrel finally asked as Jack signed off on the repair manifest. Jack paused, looking genuinely confused. This was an easy job. Clean, too. Last month we had to repair a coolant leak on a nuclear submarine. Now that was messy. As the humans prepared to leave, Vrel noticed how the Talasian warriors maintained a respectful distance. In 3 hours, their perception had shifted completely. These weren't just allies from another world. They were creatures shaped by evolutionary pressures beyond imagination. "Thank you for your assistance," Vrel said formally. The Talasian Empire is in your debt." Jack grinned, shaking the captain's hand firmly. "No problem at all. Just call us if you need anything else fixed." As the human repair crew departed, Vrel gathered his warriors for a debriefing. "What we witnessed today changes our understanding of our place in the galaxy," he told them solemnly. "The humans call Earth a garden world, yet they evolved to withstand conditions that would kill any of us instantly. Remember this day. If we ever find ourselves in conflict with their kind, remember what they consider basic repairs." Lieutenant Muck nodded, still staring at the dried human blood on the engine housing. They'd bleed, suffer pain, and risk death without hesitation. Not for glory or duty, but for something they call hourly wages. Captain Vrel gazed out at the stars as their engines powered up fully for the first time since the accident. "May we never discover what they consider difficult repairs," he whispered. "Or worse yet, what they consider warfare."